Hello, how's everyone doing? Beverly here, and welcome to my Sidekick live reading. Give me a moment. I am going to set something up. Okay. Hey, how's it going, everyone? Sorry I'm late today. I was trying to set up new thing background, and it just wasn't working out. So sorry about that. Well, welcome, and yeah, I'm gonna do some readings today. I am also going to just also answer any questions that you might have about spirituality, your awakened journey, your healing journey. I'm here to answer any questions that you might possibly have about any of those things. Um, yeah, with that being said, for those of you who are on TikTok, if you're interested in doing a live reading, please join me on my YouTube channel. Okay. So, let me get started. And I am going to tune into the energy of the group first. And then once I tune in, I could start asking questions. But yeah, if you have a question, feel free to just kind of drop it in the chat box. Okay. Thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Beverly. I am a psychic healer, and basically what I do is I tune into the energy of the group. I tune into your energy specifically when I'm doing the reading, and I could feel and sense your energy, and that's kind of what I'm reading. I receive these downloads, insights. Sometimes I'll receive like visual images, or a sense of knowing about whatever question that you're asking. Um, Also, I don't use any tarot cards or oracle cards. I just simply tune into your energy. So let's see here. What's coming next in love for me, Sharma? Thank you for your question, Sharma. Let me tune in. And is there a particular time frame that we're talking about? What's coming up next for me in your love life? Let me tune in and see what we get. Um, we've talked before. I don't know if we've ever talked about your love life. Are you currently in a relationship? Hey, welcome. Yeah, if you're interested in a psychic reading, please join me on my YouTube channel. The link is in my bio. Yeah, so Sharma, what I'm hearing, the first thing that I heard is it just sort of felt like you're not in a relationship at this time, but it also felt like I heard the word patience come up for you. That was kind of the first thing that came up, the word patience. Let me tune in and see what else we get. And let me know if there's a specific question that you might have as well. When I tune into your energy around romantic love, it just sort of feels the word I'm also getting is like I'm getting the word patience. I'm also getting the word um empty. It sort of feels empty, like there's a gap in your romantic love life. You're not dating anyone at this time. And it doesn't feel like you're dating either. Let me see if we are shown a lover coming to you soon. Sharma, I am hearing that there will be an opening in your energy around February to maybe summertime. It just feels like no, actually more like spring to summer. So next year, spring to summer, there feels like there's an opening within your energy. So basically, what this means is like it's your it feels like it'll be your opportunity to attract a partner, a lover, whatever it is that you're looking for romantically. It feels like there's an opening in your energy around that time. But what I'm also hearing is that you're gonna have to take some initiative. You're gonna have to take some action during that time. So maybe you ask someone else. Maybe you ask someone on a date. Maybe you open yourself up to receiving any connections with people. You know, maybe you jump on an online app. You know, maybe you make eye contact with people. But around that time, spring, so, like, starting March into summertime of next year, it feels like if this is something that you want in your life, you're gonna have to put some action in it and put yourself out there, allow people to see you, allow yourself to be seen. Um, but I'm not picking up a specific person at this time. It just feels more like now, like there's gonna be a pathway that opens up, and you're gonna have to walk on that path. And then you'll start seeing more people kind of come into your life that you'll attract. But I'm not picking up a specific person at this time. Thank you so much for asking your question. For those of you who are on TikTok, if you're interested in a psychic reading, please join me on my YouTube channel. The link is in my bio. All right. Thank you for your question. And once again, my name is Beverly. And right now, actually, I have a special going on my website. You can book a one-on-one session with me. It's for December and into January, but it'll be a 30-minute session where I go over your um your soul's theme for the next year for 2020. So check that out on my website if you're interested. Yeah, once again, my name is Beverly. I tune into energy. I tune into, like, right now I'm connected to the group's energy. I'm also connected to your energy, specifically the person I'm doing the reading for. And I don't use any tarot cards or oracle cards. I simply just read energy is what I do. If it resonates with you, great. If it doesn't resonate, that's completely cool, and just let it go if it doesn't resonate. All right. Diksha asked, I am waiting for love to come in my life. Can you tell me if anyone will be coming? Yeah, Diksha, let me go ahead and tune into your energy and see what we get here. Diksha, I do see you meeting someone casually. The connection doesn't feel very strong at this time. This person doesn't feel like they're in your auric field. I don't think you've met this person yet. This person doesn't really feel um sorry about the ringing there. I'm cooking some potatoes. I hope I hope it doesn't keep going off. Anyways, Diksha, what I am sensing is that I think you meet someone casually. It feels like fall of next year. And I don't feel like this that you've met this person before. Although I am kind of hearing that energetically in your love life, it does feel a little bit more blocked. It doesn't feel fully like flowy. It doesn't feel like it's fully flowing as of yet. Um it just feels like there's things that's still way. Let me tune in to see what some of these things could be. Diksha, do you have a deep subconscious belief that you are lovable? Do you it feels like hey Wonder Woman, welcome. Um your energy, it feels more clouded. So even with just like an aura cleanse, a cleanse maybe around your heart chakra could help clear up that energy that's kind of like stuck there a little bit. Um but I do kind of pick up that there's a deeper belief perhaps around feeling worthy of love, feeling lovable, feeling attractive. I feel like I'm not confident. I feel like no one will like me. Yeah, I am picking up that belief, that you're not worthy of love, or that you're not lovable, and because of that, you will attract others. Um, okay, so let me see if I can explain this. Because that you because you possibly could have that belief system within you, you could be attracting others that show you um that validate that for you, that can show you why that it could be true. So you want to flip that. You want to flip that switch and believe that you are lovable, that you are worthy of love, and then the universe can attract to you people that validate that how that is true. You have to validate it for yourself first. Um, so yeah, I'm feeling like that could be something that you might want to work on, to clear yourself of, so that you can attract the love of your life. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I really appreciate your question. Also, I just want to mention that I am here every Tuesdays and Thursdays at noon Pacific Standard Time. So if you're interested in a reading, just join me Tuesdays and Thursdays Pacific Standard Time. Thank you so much for your question. I feel like you have a beautiful soul. You have a beautiful um there's a beautiful energy around you. I could sense and feel that you are a very kind, sweet person, but you have to believe that you are lovable. And once you can believe that, I do feel like you do attract more potentials and possibilities. All right. Thank you so much for asking your question. Let's see. The next question we have, why do I feel stuck in my artistic work and passion? Ooh. Okay. Let's look into this. Great question. Thank you for asking that. I'm gonna tune into your energy now and see what we get. Why I feel stuck in my artistic work and passion. The first thing that's coming up is like fear and doubt. Fear and doubt can fear, doubt, disbelief, these things can block our flow. Um and let me tune in because I'm also okay, hold on, let me see. Okay. So what I'm getting for you is that partly the reason why you feel stuck in this current life is because it's a manifestation from something that happened to you in your childhood. I'm I kind of pick up that you were shamed for your art or your work or something like that. Something had happened to you when you were younger, and it feels like it could be from your parent, maybe your mom. Um, did you ever have an experience where you showed your mom something and she didn't like it, or she something about let me see. Or even like the students at school. Something had happened. Um okay. So your dad did. Your dad shamed you for your art or your work? Yeah, so this is kind of an area that you would want to heal from. Um because some part of you doesn't feel safe doing your artwork. You don't feel safe. It's kind of like a survival thing. Subconsciously it's stopping you from doing your work, your artistic work, because you don't feel safe. And this stems from childhood, and you're saying that it could possibly be coming from your dad. Yeah. And maybe even like others too. Maybe your peer group, maybe students at your school. Um but this is manifesting into to feeling stuck in your artistic world, in your artistic work now, because you don't feel safe. Um, and you're saying that it relates to your dad. Do you know the story specifically? If you do, maybe you want to like journal it out. Um, heal yourself from that experience, and you'll start to see that your artistic flow opens up more. But right now, what I am hearing is the reason why you feel stuck is because you don't feel safe doing work. It's not that you can't do it. It's because you don't feel safe, is what I'm picking up. The age 7 is also coming up. The age of 7. Did something happen to you artistically? Maybe something about your work, something about, you being an artist around the age of 7? Around that age, I feel like there was a shift in your energy. I think before that, you were naturally an artist, a creative person. You were naturally just doing these things on your own. And then at some point around maybe the age of 7, something has shifted for you. And I think that could be the root on when you started feeling not safe. Um, oh, okay. Your parents got divorced. So your parents got divorced around that. Yeah, so your parents got divorced around um energetically things had shifted for you around that time, and you may have blocked yourself from um from being creative doing art. It relates that your parents' divorce, it could relate to your art. And now you're feeling the manifestation of that to feeling stuck. So look into that, just kind of pointing you into that direction so you can clear it and heal from it. Um, yeah, I hope that was helpful to kind of point you to why you could possibly be stuck. It doesn't mean that there's something wrong with you. It doesn't mean that you can't do the work. It doesn't mean that you're not an artist, that you're not capable of doing these things. It's because at some point when you were younger, when you were a child, your subconscious mind, like your mind made a connection that it wasn't safe for you to do this work. And so, maybe you want to revisit that time and kind of do some healing around that time frame. Okay. I'm glad that it resonates and thank you so much for tuning in and asking your question. I really appreciate it. I do sense that you do have a very artistic um creative energy to you naturally. It just feels like you're a natural born artist. Um and I do feel like you'll find your way there again. So don't be too hard on yourself about your work at this time. You kind of just have to go back to the past and revisit yourself when you were 7 years old, when your parents got divorced. What happened during that time? What made you believe that it wasn't safe for you to maybe express yourself? Maybe you didn't feel, maybe you don't feel safe to express yourself or to do your work. Um, Something about expressing yourself. Maybe whenever you did express yourself, maybe you got gaslit, maybe you felt shamed, maybe you felt embarrassed. Something about being yourself, authentically expressing yourself around the age of 7 when your parents got divorced. It has shifted for you then. All right. Thank you so much. And let's see. Let's do another question here. So, once again, my name is Beverly. I am a psychic healer. I do energy healings for people. I can cleanse you and clear you of your energy. Basically, if you ever feel, if you feel lost, if you feel stuck, um, if you if you feel like you're blocked in any way, what I do is I'll energetically tune in, and we can clear that for you, so that abundance, love, joy, the things that you want to attract in your life can come to you more easily and effortlessly. I also do psychic readings one on one if you're interested in that. And you can find more details at beverlyandbeyond.com. Um, and then also, I'm here every Tuesdays and Thursdays, noon Pacific Standard Time, if you're interested in that as well, or if for the live sessions. What do you feel for me? I am Dom. Dom, what do you feel for me? Is there something specific, or are you just kind of asking like a general question, like when I tune into your energy, what do I get? Let me see here. Um, Dom, what I am sensing for you is actually when I tune into your energy is very bright, very strong. Um, do you get scared a lot? Do you have a lot of fears? Like a lot of scare, like do you sense things or get scared easily or get scared of your environment? You have a very energetically, there's some sort of like, you have a very strong power. There's some um you're very powerful. And I'm asking if you feel sometimes I feel things, I can't explain it. Yeah. Have you ever been interested in doing any, like, spiritual work or anything like that? Um, I mean, it doesn't have to be spiritual work, but, sometimes they call them, like, light workers, and light workers, you basically, you can kind of see that as someone who was sent here to help heal the earth, help heal things. Um, it could be like it can help inspire, there's so many different things. But for you, I am sensing that energetically, or your soul, your spirit, whatever you want to call it, is very bright, very strong, very powerful. And I'm noticing that energetically, spiritually, there's things that can kind of attack it. Um, I'm I'm so you're on a spiritual journey. Yeah, and that's why I was kind of wondering if you sense or feel things around you, if you get spooked easily. So that's kind of overall the general like read of your energy. It's just like this like big bright sun, but on the outside of the sun, because you're big bright light and your energy is so strong and powerful, there are things that are attracted to that. Kind of like bugs at night, right? When they're attracted to the light. And not everything that's attracted to you is of your highest good. Because you have such a big bright energy to you, other things can feed off of that energy. So maybe that's why you also sense things around you. Um, I wonder if that's why you can sense things around you, because there's things that are attracted to you. And I'm speaking like spiritually, energetically. And maybe it manifests into like real life too, where other people are also attracted to you. And maybe they drain you, maybe they don't drain you, but there's this bright aura to you that is very strong and very powerful. And if you're ever interested, maybe learn more about that and how you can tap into that, and how you can give energy and not be drained. Yeah, I do notice some like energetic cords on you too. It doesn't feel bad, but it just feels like because you have such a big bright energy to you, that things are attached and attracted to you. So kind of keep in mind the people that you keep around you. Keep in mind where your energy is being drained, where you are giving and receiving energy. Just kind of be mindful about that. Let me know if that resonates with you. And yeah, thank you so much for asking your question. But yeah, that's kind of what I noticed with your energy, Dom. All right. Let me jump on over to another question. Let's see here. When will I get my next job switch? It's been very slow for me. Priya. Is it Priya or Priya? Hello. Welcome. Everyone that's new here, welcome. Um, Priya, let me tune into your energy and see what we're getting here. Okay, let's see here. Next job switch. It's been very slow for me. Yeah, what I'm picking up is when I tune into when you all have like a job switch, I'm kind of hearing mid February into March of next year. Um, that can, I mean, that could make sense. Like maybe with the holidays coming up, it feels like nothing's really set in stone about your next job switch. It feels more like it happens for you February into March is kind of what I'm picking up. Are you doing like a career switch or just are you trying to switch jobs within your own like your current place of work or do you want to jump ships altogether? It feels like something happens for you around February to March is what I'm getting. All right. Okay, let's see here. I want to jump anywhere in my career. Yeah. Yeah, so I'm sensing March, February to March of next year. Okay. Let's see here. Mm, will Kenny and I reconcile this week? Daisy. Thank you for your question. Let me tune in and see what we get for you. Will Kenny and I reconcile this week? The energy between you and Kenny, I do see that you do reconcile, but I also pick up that you two are very kind of hot and cold. There seems to be this pattern of like reconciliation and separation, reconciliation and separation. Like the way I'm seeing the energy, like it comes together and it separates, comes together and separates. Um, Yeah, so there's a pattern between the both of you. It's like you get really intimate and you get really close to each other, and then something happens, and then you separate. Like maybe you get into a fight, maybe there's some part of you. It's like a very subconscious thing. I think both of you actually have similar beliefs subconsciously, where it doesn't feel safe to be very intimate for a long time, and then there's some sort of fight or something happens, and then there's a separation. Um, and it just kind of goes back and forth in this way. And I do feel like, yeah, so I haven't seen him since we separated, but we talk and we are good, and then we don't talk. So a little back and forth. Yeah. So there's kind of like this pattern of like coming together and then separating, coming together and separating. And I sort of hear that this pattern continues like this unless one of you change, unless one of you decide, no, I want more consistency in my life. I want some stability in my life. Otherwise, it sort of just feels like this kind of keeps on happening. And I also feel like with Kenny's energy. I think this happens to Kenny, not just with it feels like it happens with others as well. For you, it feels like it I don't know, I feel like there's a switch that sort of happens with you, um, that maybe you get kind of tired of this pattern is kind of what I'm picking up, but it just sort of feels like there's this pattern between the two of you of connection, of separation, and it just feels like it continues this way unless someone decides to change it. Yeah. So to answer your question, do you reconcile with Kenny? I hear a yes, but I also hear the pattern of coming coming together and then separating. So it kind of just keeps happening. We are planning to meet up soon. Cool. Yeah. Um, and if you meet up soon, maybe there's some part of you that can reflect on whether you want to continue this pattern or if you want to switch it up and change. And if you do decide to switch it up and you say, "Hey, I want some more consistency and stability in my relationship," ask Kenny if he has the capabilities of offering you that, of showing up more consistent in your life, because you could be on a good high from believing and thinking like, "Oh, there's a reconciliation," but the pattern of coming close and separating is like there's this pattern of that. So it could be kind of a temporary patch if you do reconcile. All right. Thank you so much for asking your question. Um, and once again, my name is Beverly. I am a psychic healer, which basically means that if you're interested in doing a one on one session with me, I could read your energy, the psychic part of it, or the healing part of it is if you feel blocked or you feel stuck or you feel you're going through some kind of turmoil or something and you're not attracting the kind of life that you want. What I do is I'll energetically go into your space. We'll observe it, we'll cleanse it, we'll clear it so that you can attract and have the things that you want in your life and have it come to you more easily and effortlessly. Yeah, I definitely want more consistency. I appreciate it. You are welcome, Daisy. And you deserve someone who is very consistent in your life. You're worthy and deserving of that. And if you want that in your life, you have to be that person. You have to switch your energy up. Because once you switch your energy up where you become the consistent person and that's what you believe that you deserve and that's what you want in your life, then at that point, you'll attract other people who want the same things, who value consistency, who value stability. You have to do that first within yourself, and then you're going to see people and attract people that also have those same values. But if you're attracting people that are not consistent, then some part of you also isn't consistent with yourself. Maybe you're not consistent in the way you respect yourself. Maybe you're not consistent in the way you show up for yourself or show up for other people. But when you switch that, then others um, in your life will also switch that. That's what I believe. All right. Thank you so much for asking your question. Is my soulmate, sorry, I'm jumping on to another question now. Perfetti? Is that how you say your last name, Perfetti? Is my soulmate in the same city as me, New York City? Thank you for doing these readings. Thank you for asking your question. Let me tune in. So just kind of based on your question, I am sensing that you have not met your soulmate and you're wondering if your current soulmate is in the same city as you. Is that correct? Perfetti. Perfetti, I'm gonna tune into your energy and see what we get here. Perfetti, I get a strong no. I get to know that you're well, okay, so here's the thing about soulmates. We actually have many and several different soulmates. And a soulmate just basically means someone that you've known in another life, that your soul knows each other in some way. And when you meet a soulmate, there's a part of you that has a sense of knowing, like, you seem familiar, like, I know you somehow. Or there might be even like, you might even feel very comfortable around this person. So that's kind of a soulmate. But let me ask if you have your most compatible soulmate partner in the city of New York. Because maybe the no is like, hold on, let me just see again. Yeah, I still get a no for most compatible soulmate. Although I do sense that this person frequent, like this person does visit New York from time to time. Maybe they even have friends that live in New York, so they kind of come by and visit. But this person in particular, I'm not picking up that they live in New York or that they're from New York. I think this person might just visit New York from time to time, have family and maybe friends that live out in that area, but I'm not picking up that this person is that lives in that city. Yeah. So if you're dating, expand your radius or expand your range of miles of distance, or just kind of stay on the lookout for maybe people that come and visit. Um, yeah. All right. Thank you so much. Okay. Thank you so much for your question. Okay. Okay. I think I have time for maybe one more question. Um, and Wonder Woman, that's a great question, by the way. Um, that's good to know because I moved from California. Oh, yeah. So maybe when you go to California, maybe that's the case. Interesting. Well, in the meanwhile, have fun. Have fun in New York. Have fun dating others. Enjoy yourself. All right, Wonder Woman. That's such a great question about teaching you how to spiritually be unstuck and unlock your gifts and help others. I won't have time to do that today, but that's a great question. And maybe during the live streams, maybe I'll kind of like do a little bit of teaching other than just doing readings. I will keep that in mind, but thank you for the idea and suggestion. Let me go back up. So Valerie asked, will everything resolve positively with the neighbors before December? Please and thank you. Thank you for your question. Let me tune in and see what we get here. I do sense that things with your neighbors, it seems like what I hear that it simmers out. It doesn't feel like it's positive. It doesn't feel like it's negative. It kind of just simmers out. I could mark you that to be resolved. You can consider that to be resolved. It simmers out. So it feels like people just becomes, they chill out basically. With the holidays coming up, it just feels like they chill out. Um so simmers out. But there does feel like there's some tension or something about the connection and relationship with your neighbors, it does feel like it spills over into the new year. It does not feel like it's a complete like, "Oh, all is well," if that's what you're thinking positively. So, positively, I get a no for that, but does it simmer out and sort of work itself out or resolve itself or chills out? I get a yes for that. All right. Thank you so much for asking your question. And once again, my name is Beverly. I'm a psychic healer. I offer one on one sessions. I'm also offering a special right now in the month of December. And if you're interested in hearing your soul's theme for 2022, you're more than welcome to book a session with me at beverlyandbeyond.com. And yeah, it's been a pleasure. It's been fun. And I had a really great time today. If I did not get to your question. Join me every Tuesdays and Thursdays, noon Pacific Standard Time, and I will be here. Normally, when I do readings, I will kind of go based on like the order it comes in. Sometimes I'll jump around, but that's usually how it goes. So if you get here around noon at the start, there will be a likelihood that your question could be answered. Thank you so much. Your energy has been super calming. Thank you. I really appreciate that. I will talk to you all very soon. Bye bye.